What if I told you what you're seeing right now was footage from a Quest 2 game? You'd probably say I was full of crap and stop watching. But the reality is, it's absolutely Quest 2 footage, and it's footage of the brand new game coming out next month, Red Matter 2. Holy crap, this looks amazing. Let's break it down a little bit, and then we're going to talk about some other Quest news. First up, Red Matter 2 launches next month on August 18th, and it's actually available for pre-order right now, and you can save some money on it, so I'll put a link into the description. But holy, this looks fantastic. If you ever played the original Red Matter game, you would know that these developers are wizards when it comes to taking the Quest and making a game look fantastic, because Red Matter looked fantastic on Quest 1, and then Quest 2 was just even better. I don't even know what this looks to be. This is teetering on the edge of some PC VR games that I've played. I'll put a link to the full video in the description so you can check it out, but let's just break down each piece. This first part says high quality fog and sun reflections. As the camera pans and then it zooms through, you can just see how amazing the reflections are. And the fog, it's something that you don't realize is missing in a lot of games. The fog and reflections are minimal in a lot of Quest games, so seeing them is fantastic. And then this part here, particle reflections. Look at the reflections on the floor of these particles bouncing all over the place. Or when you use the gun to shoot against the wall or the suit, how the particles bounce on the floor all over the place. Light is a huge thing in the Quest. There's only so much that can be done for lighting and dynamic lighting on the Quest 2. So those particle reflections are a big deal. And then this next one, multiple point lights. Look at all the lighting. Like, look at the reflections of the light on the ground as the camera moves, and all of the different individual lights. Not just that, a lot of them move. Look at the flashing. That's insane. And then the volumetric light cones as well with the fog. Now, this next thing, though, is pretty insane. They call it an optimized metahuman. Look at the detail in the face. I'm not sure I've seen a detailed model like this on the Quest 2 at all. One of my favorite things about the original Red Matter was actually the glass in the game, and it looks like they've upped the glass game. This next one's called high quality glass. Look at the I know I'm gonna keep saying this, but look at the reflections and the light on the glass and all the scratches. And then look at these shadows. Soft sphere shadows. Shadows is another thing in Quest games that's often missing or minimal. Next time you're in a Quest game, look to see what kind of shadows that it has, and you'll notice that a lot of games don't have any shadows at all, and if they do, they're not dynamic or they don't move. Somehow they've created soft shadows in this game, which is just amazing in and of itself. Now, this next bit is pretty awesome too. Ray traced line reflections. Look at the reflection in the window, or quad reflections. Look at the reflections of the screens on the glass or the different elements of this spacecraft. I love this one, glass refraction. This reminds me of like Half-Life Alyx. The light shining through the bottle is just awesome. And then the last one, parallax corrected reflections and filmic Tonemapper. Looks flat beforehand, and then they add in the reflections and Tonemapper. Wow. Now let's pause it here really quickly. The first shot looks like a lot of Quest games. Good, not super reflective. Lighting is what it is. It's just kind of flat. But when they add this, whatever it is, reflections and Tonemapper, whatever that means, the difference is night and day. I, for one, am so excited to play this game, and I'm so happy it's launching next month. And I would love to see a lot more developers able to put the work in to bring this staggering quality to the Quest 2. Now, since I'm not a developer, I don't know what that would take. I don't know what that would mean. And as we watch bits of the original trailer they released, that probably actually is Quest 2 footage now that I see it. Anyways, comment down below with your thoughts on how this game looks. Are you excited for the game? And if you're a developer, what is going on here? Like, what would be required to make this work on the Quest 2? I'm very curious to see how much work goes into this, and I'm sure it's a crap ton of work. In other news, we've got some brand new games coming to the Quest very soon, on top of Red Matter, by the way. There's been a couple games added to the coming soon section of the Quest store, including Cooking Simulator VR that actually launches next week. That's right, a native version of Cooking Simulator VR, which is a lot of fun on PC, and I'm really excited to try it native on Quest 2, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy just being able to take all the different ingredients and make pretty much whatever you want. There's a campaign mode, and there is a kind of free play mode where you can mess around, and it's just really fun. Along with Shock Troops, which looks fantastic as well. That game comes out next week as well. and I'm super excited for this game. I'm hoping to be able to feature both games on the channel. Speaking of featuring, I know I was supposed to have a Moss Book 2 video out today. Unfortunately, I'm working on a house we just bought, and it's taking a lot of time, and I haven't had any videos out. And I was so excited for Red Matter 2 that I had to put this together. I haven't had time to get into VR and really play as much as I'd like. So I apologize, but hopefully next week we'll get a Shock Troops video, Cooking Simulator VR, and possibly a Moss Book 2 video. Also added to the coming soon section is actually Warplanes Battle Over Pacific, which is the follow-up to the first Warplanes game. This game has actually been on App Lab for a little while, and now it looks like it's been taken off of App Lab and put onto the full store for release. I'm not really sure when the release is actually, it doesn't say. Also, if you are a big fan of space exploration, the brand new Space Explorers series is now available. It's by Felix and Paul Studios, and you can actually watch it for free in VR. It is a 4-part series. I have not had the chance to check it out yet, but I love Felix and Paul Studios stuff, so I'm excited to jump in and check it out. Speaking of games that are coming soon, I saw this and had to share it. I don't think I've mentioned it on the channel before, but Colossal Cave VR is coming to the Quest, I believe this fall, potentially. It's actually based on the text-based classic adventure by Roberta and Ken Williams. Yes, that is right. The original King's Quest creators are working on a VR game that's coming to Quest called Colossal Cave VR. Sounds amazing. Well, that's pretty much it. There's not a whole heck of a lot going on right now for Quest 2 news. Pretty slow, but I was excited for Red Matter 2, so I wanted to put this video together and just throw in there what's going on in the world of Quest, which at the moment isn't a whole heck of a lot. Any thoughts, though, on these games that are coming or on Red Matter 2? Let me know down in the comments what you think. And again, I apologize for the lack of videos, and especially the lack of gameplay videos. I really hope to get back to this with my new office. It's going to be amazing. I'll have a full room scale section of my office designed for room scale games on a bigger scale than I've ever been able to do before. I think it's going to be like 15 by 15 or something like that for me to be able to use a green screen space. I'm excited to show you the brand new office. Once it's complete, I'll do an office walkthrough just so you can get excited with me, hopefully, at what we can do for new VR content. Thank you so much for watching today's video. It really means a lot to me that you take the time to watch this and that you take the time to support the channel and just be here. And instead of doing my normal spiel, I just want to say thank you. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I love our community. It really means a lot to me that you guys are so supportive and that we are building and are part of an amazing virtual reality community. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, and as always, happy questing.